Hi guys, out on a walk, one of the first walks we've been on. Sorry the camera's a bit wobbly, I've got my tripod. Right, we're going to go to the cemetery. We're just about to walk in. It's actually got about important public notes, about a 2 metre distance on the thing. I can't show you. Well, sort of, you get the idea. That's what it's like. Now we're just going to go into the cemetery. So yeah, oh goodness, it looks like somebody might be ready to have a fire yet again in the cemetery. Fireworks and everything go off, and bonfire night down here. So there you can see that looks like somebody's about to maybe set a fire. Man, what do you think?
Possibly. It looks like trees as well.
Looks like this does look like a potential fire hazard. We've just come into the cemetery just for a quiet walk. If people don't know that, I live about 2 minutes away from a cemetery. It's just down the street. It's nice to come and look at the graves now and again, not like that, but just to see what they are and pray for the deceased, I suppose. So yeah, we're currently on the Protestant side of the cemetery. The cemetery's got a Catholic side and a Protestant side. It's because it's years old. There's people buried here from the 1800s, I think. So it's really old cemetery. Nobody gets buried in here anymore, only people with family graves. But I've been living here for a long time and I've never seen anybody so far get buried here, and my dad has lived here all of his life and he knows that the doesn't really happen. It didn't even really happen in his childhood. So yeah, I'll be back in a moment. So like I said, I'd be back. Here we are, walking through the cemetery. I don't know if I did say or not, family graves, people do still get buried within family graves, but still, like I said, haven't seen anybody buried in a family grave either. But there's some really big memorial, big headstones, big tombstones in here. A lot of them are, some of them have been wrecked actually. Unfortunately, it's quite just been kind of reckless. We'll go up this way. Like I said, we're still currently in the Protestant side of the cemetery. When you start hitting the Catholic side, there's some big grand statues of Our Lady on the gravestones. But this is really nice to come out because I've been stuck in for such a long time due to the coronavirus. So I thought it'd be a nice trip out here, so it's local. I thought I'm ready to go out in open space. I'm not quite ready to go anywhere else yet. Like I was saying, churches were opening again for prayer, and that happened yesterday in the cathedral. But we'll go down this way. But I haven't been yet, and I'm not too sure when I'll be going, because that again is having to go quite far, and that will be another trek because I'm not going on public transport yet. I don't think that's safe to do so. But so yeah, I hope everybody likes this video. As you can see, we're going to go through here, and then we're going to hit the Catholic side. Once we get through this part, we will be going into the Catholic side of the cemetery. I'll be back here soon. Thanks. So I'm back here. I'm in the Catholic side of the cemetery. We're going to go down to head down to the most expensive graves down here. You can see they're quite expensive. This is a family grave, this one. I know it is already. I've been at this grave before. Look, unfortunately this grave is actually over. Obviously we are being respectful of the dead, but really it's quite a peaceful place if you can come and still yourself in it. Maybe people think it's quite creepy, but you know, actually cemetery isn't quite a peaceful place to be. And people say this cemetery is haunted, and especially on the Catholic side. I think that's people being rude. I doubt it's haunted because I don't really believe in stuff like that. But so you see, look at this headstone. That is huge, isn't it? That's quite a nice colourful one. I want my grave to be that colour, but brighter white to keep it clean. Whoever's looking after it, I'm sure they will keep it clean. So like, yeah, this is where we are. You see here, like right here, this used to be a chapel. It got converted years ago into like a safe place for women. It looks like it's getting building work currently, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is, because the brickwork is years old. And on the other side, over that side, there's also a chapel. This was the Catholic side, this was a Catholic chapel. That was not a Catholic chapel. So I hope this is an interesting fact. So we're going down, just down along here. Yeah, so I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay guys, so we're just gonna head down this corner here, and we are going down to what are known of kind of the expensive graves. There's a vault down here, and then I'll show you some of the graves with pictures of Our Lady on. So this is a cemetery. Like I've said, I'm in the cemetery right now. I'm not sure the name of this cemetery, but I just know it's my house's cemetery. So this is actually overcrowded with graves. You can see why nobody actually gets buried here anymore, because apparently even this part of grass, people are buried in it. It's just some people couldn't afford headstones or tombstones or whatever you want to call them. So this is the most expensive graves along here. This is the Dagoni's grave, the Italians, and they used to have an ice cream shop in Gateshead. This is for Giuseppe and Anna and Francis and Dominic Dagoni's. There's different ones. This is for, looks like it says in love and memory of Lucy Halliwell, dearly beloved wife of John Cray Ratcliffe, died on January 26th, 1934 at age 52 years. Also the above. There we go. This is the grave. Hello, back with this video, guys. I don't know if I'm allowed to read gravestones. I had to just cut that video quite quick there because my mum wasn't sure that you're allowed to read people's graves. But if I've done something wrong, my apologies are there now. I beg your pardon, but I'm sure that you are allowed to do it. But my mum's not in any trouble, so we're not going to read any more graves. I'll just show you them, and people can make head and tail what they want. This is a vault though here. This is a vault, as you can tell. The vault. Here's some more graves. That's it really, and obviously you can hear some sort of building going on. Yeah, this is it. This is the graves, yeah. So yeah, down there there's more graves as well. It's a bit hard down there with my wheelchair because it's mostly grass. But we will be back in a moment. Guys, I'm back down this way now, back recording. I'll be wrapping this vlog up soon, but I just really wanted to vlog this as one of my first trips out since the COVID-19 lockdown. Here's some more graves. We're still on the Catholic side of the cemetery. Like I said, I do apologise for reading the headstones out. But not just here, just to walk around, we will be praying for the deceased as well. So yeah, this is the cemetery. Like I said 1,000 times. If you come out of the cemetery, there's a church literally behind all these trees, and that's the church where my brother got baptized. Gosh, there is a tree down. That's the church where my brother got baptized when he was a baby. St James and St Bede's, and also behind that was my nursery. I went to the St James and St Bede's nursery as well, and toddler group. We used to go to that church every Christmas before I was a convert. Before I converted to Catholicism, which I have been Catholic for just over a year now. So good stuff. Don't know, somebody's lost a blanket. So yeah, wrap it up. So hello everybody. So we're just walking back up to home. I just wanted to show you this grave. It's got Our Lady on the beautiful. So yeah, we're just heading back up to where I live. Right, so I'll end this vlog here. We're going to be heading home. We're currently walking home now. Well, I'm not. My mum's pushing us home. So I hope you've sort of enjoyed sort of my first trip out since being locked down, really, and then I'll keep you all updated of when I go on another trip out. Yeah, hope everybody's still staying safe and obviously staying alert and not really going anywhere like the shops. I hope not. Going to an open place like this, probably the safest bet if you want to go somewhere, get some air. Good idea. So like I said, just gonna be heading home. Everybody please like this video, subscribe. God bless everybody and stay safe. Do you want to say anything, Mom?
Bye.
Bye.